The message came at 6:14 p.m., a simple vibration on my phone, soft, almost apologetic. Her name on the screen, a single line beneath it. Please don't come for my parents' Christmas party. I stared at it for a long time, the glow of the display reflecting off my coffee cup. Her timing was deliberate. She knew I'd just left work. She knew I'd be too tired to argue. She knew I'd swallow the humiliation quietly, the way I had for years. Another message followed. It's better if you stay home. Trust me. Trust. Interesting choice of word. Then another voice entered the conversation. Not written, not aimed at me, but overheard earlier that morning as I passed her sister in the hallway. A laugh. Sharp. Careless. We'll pretend we don't know you. It'll be funny. Funny. I felt something shift inside me. Not rage. Rage is loud. This was quieter. A subtle click. Like a lock engaging. I didn't reply to either of them. I simply placed the phone face down on the table, listening to the world settle into that familiar, suffocating stillness. And for the first time in a long time, I wondered, why did they need me gone so desperately? The answer came 5 days later, wrapped in whispers and fractured loyalties, delivered by someone who wasn't supposed to care. That was when everything snapped into place. That was when their Christmas lights finally illuminated the truth. I didn't attend the party. Of course I didn't. They drank, laughed, exchanged gifts under a tall artificial tree that pretended to be alive, much like their smiles. I stayed home, staring at a quiet house that no longer felt like mine. The next day, her friend, Lena, approached me outside the cafe near my office. She looked nervous, eyes darting as though she were smuggling secrets. Your picture," she whispered. "What about it?" I asked. She held up a glossy magazine. Business, finance, a profile piece I'd agreed to months earlier. My face on the cover. She exhaled with relief, like she'd just confirmed I was real. Your wife, her family, they didn't know. Didn't know what? I asked, even though a cold suspicion was already crawling along my spine. That you're successful, connected, worth something, as if I had been a placeholder before, an insignificant shadow seated at their table, tolerated rather than accepted. Lena hesitated, then added the piece that made everything tilt sideways. You should have heard them at the party. They were talking about someone else. Someone your wife said she's really belonged with. Someone her parents adore. They thought you were just ordinary. Ordinary. So that was the crime. Not who I was, but who they believed I wasn't. I didn't confront my wife. Not yet. Instead, I watched. I observed her reaction when she saw the magazine the next morning. Genuine shock, followed by something uglier. Fear. Not fear of me, fear of losing something. I checked her phone records, not hacked, not stolen. She'd left her laptop open, and her passwords were embarrassingly predictable. Every night, she messaged the same number. Every morning, she deleted the thread. Every afternoon, she smiled at me the way liars smile at the people they underestimate. I gathered details quietly, screenshots, timestamps, GPS logs from her synced fitness tracker. She forgot I set it up for her last year. Each breadcrumb led me to the same man, a man whose family my wife had described, once, as the kind of people my parents wish I married into. And there it was. The truth hadn't fully surfaced yet, but its shadow was enormous. I maintained the same calm face, the same steady voice, the same gentle routines. But inside, something was unraveling one stitch at a time. When I finally saw the pictures, sent anonymously from an account I didn't recognize, I felt nothing. Her, leaning too close. Him, smiling too easily. Hands on shoulders that didn't belong to him. Eyes lit in ways they had never lit for me. Christmas party. Her parents' living room. the tree glowing behind them like a silent witness. A caption beneath one of the photos: "She said she's ending things with you soon." When she came home that evening, I handed her the envelope. She opened it, expecting something harmless. Her face drained, her mouth trembled. A single word escaped her lips, fragile and dishonest. I can explain." "I know," I said, calm, controlled, too calm for her to breathe. She collapsed onto the couch, sobbing, begging for a story she hadn't prepared. I simply watched. I didn't threaten, I didn't scream, I just told her one thing: I'm done attending places where I'm unwelcome. She blinked. Then I added, and so were they. Her confusion lasted 3 seconds. Then her phone buzzed, repeatedly. Her parents' messages, her sisters, her new interests, every one of them asking why the invitations they'd sent to business galas, charity dinners, potential investors were being declined. Politely, formally, permanently. All signed, "In light of recent events, we will not be maintaining further association." My signature beneath each one. Her eyes widened. You told them who you are?" "No," I said. "I told them what they are." She crumpled, the weight of her choices finally landing where it belonged. I left that night. No suitcase, no final look back, just silence. Their invitations kept coming for weeks, sent, withdrawn, resent, ignored. Eventually they stopped, and in that absence I found something strange: peace. Not forgiveness, not closure, just distance. A clean, cold distance I had earned. The final message I ever sent her was simple: "You taught me how to walk away." And then I did, for life.